What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the shop. Today's activity is going to involve, maybe on this one, not too sure, but definitely the side skirt down there. I want to seal the seam along the top side and the bottom side. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the flares so much because I'll probably be replacing these anyways once I get a little better quality of flares for the front. Now, these flares did come with a black seal, a rubber seal that goes on the top, but I really didn't want to have a hard body line separated by a different color entirely from the car. So I'm gonna try to color match the caulk that I'm gonna use to do this. So I'm gonna be attempting to use this stuff right here. It's called Exact Color by Sashco. You can look it up online. They sell it pretty much everywhere on Amazon, eBay. What it is basically meant for houses and matching the paint color of your kitchen or whatever with the caulk that you put on for sealing the countertops. I figure we can achieve a similar result on the car using the same stuff. So what I wound up doing was taking a piece of the extra wrap that I had for the car and going to my local hardware store and having them use their little spectrometer to get me a color match. They got me pretty close to the base color. Obviously, they can't do the metallic flake in there. So I had them add a little bit more black to it to darken it. And then I bought these metal flakes. I'm not sure how I feel about them yet. I may go ahead and salt bay them on after they're applied just to see if we can get some flake in there. But I already attempted this before and tried to put the flake in and it just ruined the entire batch. So I'm not gonna put it in until the very end. I may sprinkle it after applying it onto the car. All right, we're ready to go. I'm gonna apply the first bead. I'm gonna start out with just using black on the bottom seal, and then I'll use the color match for anything that has the same body color matching it. Just gonna apply a thin bead. All right, I finished with both sides on that. I'm now gonna try to use the color match stuff. All right, I gave this a day to dry. I was kind of freaking out at first because this seemed really light, but it has darkened as it cured. It actually does flow a little better. I didn't put the glitter in because I tried it on the bench and it just looked like crap, so I decided not to go about it. Being a little bit better at caulking and a steadier hand, I could probably make this look a lot nicer, but I can't complain. It doesn't look that bad to me. And it sealed everything like I wanted it to, so that's a win in my book. I promised last video I'd give an update on the engine covers and stuff like that when I got them done. And so far I've set my cross brace that I built before. I didn't do a video on that because I built it a long time ago. I used a spool gun and welded 6061 aluminum and just made a way to cross tie everything together. And the welds turned out like absolute garbage, so it's kind of like a temporary one until I can get a TIG welder that does AC TIG. I don't have that right now. So I'll probably go back over everything once that's done, and then I'll have a nicer looking bar. I did make these out of plastic, just some ABS 16th inch plastic. Put them on both sides to kind of hide the fact that I have 2 holes drilled here for strut towers, and it just makes it look a little nicer, a little more complete. And on the interior, I put I put this heat shield stuff here to just kind of keep the heat from getting in the car. And then I put a seal underneath to kind of keep any fumes out. And when I had it all together, I realized I don't want to be taking this thing off all the time just to check the oil. So I cut a hole and put 2 magnets on the bottom, neodymium. I put 2 neodymium magnets inside of here too. So it just caps it like that. It holds pretty good, but it allows you to pull it off. And then I can check the oil. Because you know, front engine setup in a mid-engine car equals weird things you have to do to make it work. I did also go over these patches again. I put a new patch down. This time though, I used this on all the sides, just along the outside. I bought another set of neodymium magnets to clamp these down as it dried, so I was able to get it to be pretty dang sealed up, and there's no like picking it back out. It's stuck on there pretty good. So we'll test out how long they actually last though. I'm still waiting on the monies to get a hard top, so I'm just hoping this limps me along for a little longer. Looks a lot better than a big old hole though. I also wound up vinyl wrapping the side scoops that I 3D printed. I just did a matte black finish and I put the bolts in. I actually wound up having to make studs out of it and put nuts on the inside. So these turned out pretty good. They're on there solid. There's no way those are coming off. So as I do in just about every video, if you like this video or helped you out in any way, please go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more of this car and the other cars we got coming down the road, literally and metaphorically, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and peace out.